Okay, I'm going to start again. My internet connection is so bad with Optus, even with NBN. So I'm now on Telstra, so we should be good. So today's video, I want to do a short video for the guys on how to navigate the ups and downs of women during their cycle, and even women who aren't menstruating are still cycling through their moods, ups and downs. Just really want to offer the men a little bit of insight and hopefully give you, hey James, hopefully give you a little bit of an idea as to how to cope better when you're around women that are menstruating or premenstrual or even just somewhere else in their cycle, and hence have a better relationship and a little bit better understanding of women. Women, if you're watching, you'll have some aha moments in this as well, I'm sure, but this is mainly for the men. I have a frog in my throat. So as women, guys, you'll know that we're really emotional creatures, and we tend to move from a really more of an emotional space than men all of the time. And so it's important that you simply understand that. You don't have to do anything about it. As men, you're going to want to have things going well, or trying to make sure your woman's happy, and that's fine. But through our ups and downs, our cycle, all of the different hormones that we experience and the different fluctuations of our hormones, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, through the entire month, literally through our lives, we're just fluctuating the whole time. There's never like a really lull. Hopefully by understanding that we are emotional creatures, that we do move from more of a heart space than guys, then we can give you a little bit of an insight on how to navigate that a little bit better. So basically what happens is, as a woman moves through her cycle, she's up and down, right? And the balance will go, like I said, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone. So at different times of the month, we will move from a different place, which means that when there's more testosterone surging through our system, we will be more turned on. We will want to be more focused, and we'll kind of step up and ask for what we want and maybe take more charge, and definitely more sexually turned on. And then estrogen is, when estrogen is higher, it tends to kind of kill off the cortisol and the stress a little bit. So we kind of tend to just lull a little bit. So you can see that there are lots of different fluctuations, and this is like happening all of the time. So basically, just some really, really easy, straightforward tips for the guys is, firstly, accept that we're emotional creatures, whether we're cycling or whether we're menstruating or not, or premenstrual or not. Accept that we don't even understand ourselves. I really have a frog in my throat. Excuse me. We are always fluctuating, and we don't understand ourselves, so it can be really confusing for women as well. And when there's an added pressure of our guy or our work colleague, men, anyone actually saying, oh God, stay away from her, that's an added pressure that doesn't kind of sit well for us. So first of all, accept that we're going to be up and down all the time. And we're going to give you some tips as to how to navigate that. Second of all, accept that no matter what you do, sometimes you're not going to be able to fix us. You're not going to be able to make us happy when we're not happy. sometimes there's no cure, there's no fix. We're not actually sure what we want. And when we don't know what we want, there's no way for you to give us what we want. So, and feel free to leave comments if you have any questions or can kind of relate to any of this. I'd love to hear from you. So, so totally accept that we're just going to be up and down. The next thing will be, and you can see, like, this is how a woman navigates. Like, this is why I always write notes for my videos, because I'm just like, oh, like the woman is more flow. The woman is more kind of like, oh yeah, follow the flow. Oh, how do I feel about it? What's going on? Oh, that doesn't feel very good. I'll retract from that. We're not super purposeful creatures, whereas men are. So yeah, accept that there's going to be times when you can't fix things. Communication is really, really important, but also soft communication. So when a woman is premenstrual, you'll really notice that, like, there's just like a rigidity, maybe a little bit of a anxiousness or antsiness around. Yeah, Jody, flow for sure. Around women, and like I said, we don't even really realize it. Some of us don't follow our cycle, so we don't really know when we're going to bleed. Some of us are really good about it and we understand it a lot more, but sometimes, like, when we're premenstrual, we'll just wake up one morning and be like, ooh, don't touch me, ooh, I don't want to, and there might be some more yelling in the house. The kids might be in trouble for stuff that they normally wouldn't get in trouble for. You might be on the outer for absolutely no reason. Accept that and understand that that's just part of the flow, and you don't have to fix it. So the thing that we probably need from you as women is we probably just need some communication from you. If we're not communicating, we just need you to say, hey babe, is everything okay? Is there anything I can do? Rather than, hey, what's going on? Why are you so angry? Just be like, just offer some space. Offer yourself in that, hey, is there anything I can do to make you feel better? And sometimes it takes a really, really big man, a really like strong man inside of himself, just to simply stand in front of his woman and just say, hey, look me in the eyes. I see you're struggling. Come and sit with me on the couch and let me play with your hair. That's it. And she might be like, oh, what? Maybe you've never done that before. But during our moon cycle, women, primarily, we tend to stay in our group of women. We're not out doing a whole lot. So we want to retract. And this is what a lot of us women don't understand about ourselves, is when we get our period, we're like pissy and we don't understand, like, and my body's bloated and I can't kind of navigate the world like I usually do. And that's our bodies saying, hey, fucking for once, just stop, just rest. And in this age where we're so, women are like ball busters. We're out there being mums and, killing it in the world of work and such high expectations. And, like the mums at school, like I know mums who are working full-time jobs and they're helping at the canteen at school and they're amazing after school, taking their kids all over the place. And it's so much. So when a woman is on her period or even pre-period, it's like the body goes, dude, stop, just relax. And honestly, sometimes it's best if we can just have the entire world just kind of step away from us for a little bit. It's kind of like we retreat into the red tent. If you've ever heard of the red tent, it's kind of, these days it's kind of more like a women's movement, but it's like when we're menstruating, we just need to retreat into that womanly, nurturing space. And for me, like in my own personal experience, when I'm really honoring this for myself, if I can, it's like I just retreat to my bed and I pull the covers, hey Kathy, and I pull the covers up and I just stay there and I rest, or I take a hot bath, or I call a girlfriend or a guy friend over to cuddle and just be there, and I might cry and whatever. That's okay. That's just part of being a woman. And for any women watching this, the more that we honor that, the more we're going to be able to function throughout the rest of our cycle really well as well. So men, offer some space. Maybe she doesn't want you to do anything, maybe she does, but you're going to have to ask. Rather than saying, hey, you're angry, we need to do something about this, just say, hey babe, is there anything I can do for you? Can I just hold you? Anything at all. And just be ready for the fluctuations, be ready for the ups and downs. She might go from like, don't fucking touch me, to let's go to bed, like I'm really turned on, or I hate the world, I absolutely hate the world, and then be a muddling mess of tears that just wants to cuddle and feel so much love for everybody. And that's just women. And especially women who are under high stress. The body can shut down even more. The body can be like, hey, you need to stop. You got to stop. And so, we get bloating, we get pain. We get a lot of signs to retreat. So, yeah, Kathy, right? It's so true. So for the guys, presence and love are really, really important. If you have a woman at your work or a woman in your life and you see that she's just off, and normally you might navigate it by saying, hey, what's up with you? So that will piss her off even more. But if you can just say, hey, everything okay? Anything I can do? And if she says, no, nothing you can do. No worries. I'm here for you if you need me. Maybe a hug, and if she breaks down in tears, great, longer hug, like that would be magnificent for her. So, what else? Oh, you know what? I heard that I saw that there's actually an app for men, and I don't know if it's still out. I think it was released last year, and it's called Frederick. And it's an app where men can actually track their woman's cycle. And apparently the app comes up and says like, hey, today, 75% chance that she'll be, there'll be some wrath going on unleashed. So that might be something to look at as well. Because like I said, sometimes women, we don't even know that, why we're angry. We're just like, what is going on with me today? I just don't feel very good, or I don't have very much energy, or I have a lot of energy, or I'm really turned on, or I'm not turned on at all. And so the more that you can accept that as men and just move from a place of, okay, well, if I want a woman in my life, if I want this beautiful woman in my life, I just have to accept that this is how she is. And for women, as a bit of an end note, hugs give out, hugs do give out endorphins, but also, some women just need space and they just need time. Like men, you could run her a hot bath. That's an amazing thing to do for a woman that's PMSing. You could take the children away and you could book her in for a massage. There's like nurturing things are what women need during their bleed time. So massage, nurturing food. So if she's like anything like me, I love to look after my health and my body. And so I'm quite strict on what I eat a lot of the time. But during my period, if I reach for the chocolate and my man says, hey, aren't you kind of, and I would just be like, I don't feel good about that. I don't want any judgment about food when I am on my period. So guys, you could, shower her with her favorite chocolate and be like, babe, hey, health can come next week. Just nurture yourself, honor yourself, rest as much as you can. And honestly, guys, the more that you allow her to soften and rest and encourage her to look after herself during her period, the more she's going to honor you so much. Oh my God. Because in most women's experience, I find my friends' feedback, my feedback, clients' feedback, women that I work with is like, men just don't fucking get it. They just don't get it. And I can't, no matter how much I try, he just doesn't understand that there's emotions. I have emotions. And, when I'm on my period, I just don't, I don't know, just don't. Okay? And it's the same with young girls. So if you're a dad of young girls, or if you're a brother with sisters, my daughter's 6 years old, and I can see it in her already, those hormones, so it's like seeing, little girls can be very tumultuous in their moods, and it's like the ups and downs. It's like, okay, let's just accept it. Let's just not shame her for feeling those emotions. Let's just be like, okay, yeah, all right, well, I accept you in all that you are, yeah? And so for women, I would just say, as an end note, as I was getting to before, that just fucking honor your time down. Like, use this as like downtime, rest, massages, beach time, girl time, relax time, trying not to push the envelope so hard during menstruation, during PMS, just allowing your body to follow the natural flow, yeah? And there will be a time coming into your period where you'll be kind of like agitated and moody probably, and most, every woman can be different, but as a general rule, and then there'll be a time where your testosterone surges and you'll get quite turned on and you'll be quite productive and you'll want to go work out and you'll want to go and do, get shit done in your business or at work or whatever. And just follow that, just honor that and be communicative with your partner or your work colleagues or whoever, and just be like, hey guys, I don't know what's going on with me today. A little bit menstrual, just give me some space and some hugs, or, that's kind of counterbalancing, but, or, saying to your man, hey, today I just need you to keep the kids away from me, or I just need you to, I need to cancel dinner plans because I feel really fat and bloated. And the other thing is, guys, this is a time when our body is changing. It's nothing for a woman to, the day before her period to be like 50 kilos, and then the day of her period, like the very next morning, be 54 kilos. It's amazing. It's incredible. The human body is amazing. So she's going to feel sometimes. She's going to feel bloated and maybe in a little bit of pain, kind of resentful sometimes of her own body because of the changes. So just honor that and don't bring up, if she says, oh my God, I just feel so fat, just be like, babe, hey, it's just a phase. You look amazing. All's good. I still love you. Just reassurance. Okay. That's pretty much all I have to say. So I hope that this video has given guys some tips for navigating women. If you feel to work with me, I work via Skype with people all over the world and also in person. I do a lot of tantra work with men, and I do a lot of kind of life coach in relationship dating stuff for women women and men. And I've just, my book comes out 3rd of December. So if you're interested in that, just leave a comment and I will post the link to the Facebook group where you can kind of keep track of that. And books will be available for pre-order within a week. So I'm really excited about that. And my book talks about all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I hope the video has helped you. If you want to check me out, I'm at zoeswain.com. And yeah, ladies, share this with your men to give them a little bit of a better idea of what's going on in your cycle and how to navigate you a little bit better, how to support you a little bit better. And guys, share it with your friends maybe. Yeah, the more that we can have women and men understanding each other, then the better our relationships are going to be. Yeah. All right. Thanks, you guys. Also have a workshop coming up for women and men, singles and couples, with Aaron Kleineman, who's coming out from the States to run that workshop here in Newcastle. And that is the 9th and 10th of December. And that's also on my website. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Have an amazing day. Bye.